The alarm chimes at 6 in the morning. Marcus opens his eyes slowly, letting them adjust to the soft light filtering through the curtains. He takes a moment to simply lie still, feeling grateful for another day. A cool breeze drifts through the open window, carrying the scent of the neighborhood awakening. He reaches across to his nightstand and pours water from the pitcher waiting there. The first few sips refresh him, preparing his body and mind for the day ahead. Movement and mindfulness. By 6:05, Marcus has moved to his living room. His meditation cushion is already positioned on the floor. He settles in, spending the next 20 minutes in quiet reflection. His breathing becomes deeper, slower, more intentional. With each exhale, he releases tension. With each inhale, he welcomes clarity and purpose. When he's finished, his mind feels calm and centered. He heads to the kitchen, ready to nourish himself. Breakfast and growth. At 6:30, Marcus stands at his counter preparing his breakfast. He layers Greek yogurt with granola, then tops it with fresh blueberries and a light drizzle of maple syrup. The colors are beautiful, deep purples and golds against the white plate. As he eats, he listens to an audio program about building better habits. The speaker shares practical advice, and Marcus finds himself taking mental notes, thinking about how these ideas might apply to his own goals. Morning exercise. At 7 o'clock, Marcus laces up his running shoes. The neighborhood is just beginning to stir as he steps outside. The morning air is crisp and invigorating, and he sets a comfortable pace. Music flows through his earbuds, upbeat tracks that match his rhythm and energy. After 30 minutes of running, he's building strength and clarity. His heart feels strong and his mind feels energized. Refresh and focus. He returns home at 7:30, energized and alive. A quick shower washes away the morning exertion, leaving him refreshed and truly awake. By 8 o'clock, Marcus sits at his desk. Today's schedule is demanding, but he's ready. He uses a structured approach to his work, focused bursts of deep concentration, followed by brief moments of rest. This rhythm keeps him productive without burning out. Midday momentum. Around mid-morning at 10 o'clock, Marcus steps away from his desk. He grabs a small handful of nuts and takes a walk through his backyard garden. The sunshine feels warm on his skin. Birds are singing. He pauses to notice these simple joys. When he returns to his work at 10:15, he dives into a project that truly excites him. He's been developing a marketing strategy for a new client, and the creative challenge energizes him. Time seems to disappear as he becomes fully absorbed in the work. 2 hours pass in what feels like minutes. Lunch and balance. By noon, Marcus feels satisfied with his progress. His stomach reminds him that it's time to eat. He prepares a simple lunch: mixed greens, grilled vegetables, chickpeas, and a tangy vinaigrette. He carries his plate to his back porch and sits in the warming sun. For 30 minutes, he simply eats and breathes. After his meal, he takes a slow walk around the neighborhood, saying hello to neighbors, enjoying the shift from screens and work to the external world. He returns home by 12:45, feeling refreshed and grounded. Learning and deep work. At 1 o'clock, Marcus opens his laptop for a different kind of work. He's working through an online course on web design, and he commits an hour to learning new techniques and concepts. The challenge stretches his mind in different ways. By 2 o'clock, he transitions back to his primary responsibilities. These tasks require his sharpest thinking, so he protects this time carefully. He works without distraction, moving steadily through his to-do list and ensuring that everything will be completed on schedule. Restoration and completion. Around 3:30, Marcus needs a reset. He brews a cup of herbal tea and takes 15 minutes away from his desk. He does some simple stretching exercises, movements that ease tension from his shoulders and neck. He practices a few breathing exercises that restore his energy. Refreshed, he returns to work until 5 o'clock, wrapping up his tasks for the day and preparing to transition into evening. Creative expression. At 5 o'clock, Marcus gathers his sketchbook and heads out to a nearby park. Drawing has always been his favorite way to decompress. He finds a quiet spot beneath some trees and spends an hour capturing the landscape around him. The way light filters through leaves, the shapes of flowers, the texture of tree bark. Movement and joy. By 6 o'clock, he's back home and ready for something different. He clicks on an online fitness class he's been wanting to try. An upbeat dance session designed to be fun and energizing. For the next hour, he moves freely, laughing at himself sometimes, enjoying the pure physical pleasure of motion and music. His body releases endorphins, and his spirit feels lighter. Connection and nourishment. Dinner arrives at 7 o'clock. Marcus prepares a nourishing stir-fry with tofu, broccoli, bell peppers, and a light ginger sauce. The aromas fill his kitchen. His roommate arrives home and they sit together, sharing stories from their days. They laugh, they listen to each other, and they enjoy the meal in good company. Evening leisure. At 8 o'clock, Marcus settles onto his couch with a light blanket. He watches an episode of a series he's been following. It's entertaining and relaxing, exactly what he needs after an active day. By 9 o'clock, he switches modes again. He picks up a novel he's been reading, getting lost in the story and the author's prose. Time disappears into the pages. Winding down. As 9:30 approaches, Marcus begins his evening transition. He draws a warm bath and adds lavender oil for calm. He soaks, letting the warmth release any remaining tension. Afterward, he goes through his skincare routine, a small ritual of self-care. He avoids screens from this point forward. Instead, he opens a journal and writes freely. He reflects on the day, what went well, what he learned, and what he's grateful for. He also notes a few intentions for tomorrow, setting himself up for another successful day. Rest and renewal. By 10 o'clock, Marcus is ready for bed. He puts on a playlist of calm instrumental music, soft piano and ambient sounds. He practices a few minutes of deep breathing, gradually slowing his mind and body. Finally, at 10:30, he turns off the lights. His room is quiet and dark. His body feels tired in a good way, the tiredness of someone who has lived fully and purposefully. Marcus drifts towards sleep, his mind already planning for the fulfilling day ahead. He knows that tomorrow will bring new opportunities, new challenges, and new moments of peace.